What if the Chicago Bears were about to drop the kind of bombshell that could change everything we thought we knew about this roster? Could this be the moment when the tides finally turn in our favor, thrilling the Windy City faithful and pushing us closer to that elusive Super Bowl glory? Smash that like button, subscribe for every thunderous update, and let me know, are you ready to dive into the thrilling uncertainties that are paving the way for a new Bears dynasty? Whispers have been circulating in the gritty underbelly of Hollis Hall, the kind of whispers that get your heart racing and your mind spinning. Inside sources hint at intriguing roster moves bubbling beneath the surface, and nothing to him, nothing can remain a secret in this bustling sea of anticipation. Players are shifting, coaches are strategizing, and as the days roll into camp, the questions loom larger than ever. What's going down behind those closed doors? Who's emerging as the unexpected star, and who's inching closer to the chopping block? Well, hold on to your helmets, Bears fans, because the name dropping is about to begin, and it's a big one. Christian Wilkins, the defensive force of nature, mid-2023 trade rumors, and potential impact player, is starting to feel like a reality. You heard it right. If the Bears lock this beast down, we could be looking at the kind of game-changing presence on defense that Fort Bear has been sorely lacking. This isn't just about adding depth. This move holds the potential to reshape the entire structure of our defensive front and instill fear in opposing quarterbacks nationwide. You want that lockdown defense to rise again? Wilkins can be the pulse of that resurgence. Think of the legends who walked these halls: Walter Payton running through the fences, Brian Urlacher stalking and devouring offenses, and Devin Hester electrifying the crowds with his game-breaking speed. Every fan knows the pain of watching our beloved franchise stumble through seasons of mediocrity, the haunting memories of missed opportunities echoing through our minds. Adding a baller like Christian Wilkins is more than just filling a position. It could spark a fire in this Bears team, rekindling that relentless hunger for greatness, a ferocity reminiscent of our glory days. Now, let's kick up the stakes. What happens if this doesn't pan out? What if our front office gets cold feet and misses this window? The uncertainty could cost us, the future of the Bears teetering on the edge, leaving that quarterback scrambling for his life with zero support. Or what if Wilkins signs, and suddenly the entire defensive unit begins to gel like a well-oiled machine? The Bears could emerge as a dark horse, haunt the dreams of playoff opponents, and fuel a city yearning for a taste of victory. But don't think for a second that we're done here. No, my fellow Bears diehards, this saga is just heating up. There's a chill in the air, a whisper of what's to come as we gear up for joint practices and preseason clashes that will put every theory and rumor to the test. With the pads ripping down around us and the tension so thick you can slice it with a knife, it's the perfect recipe for drama and emotional roller coasters. Will the pieces fall into place, or are we headed for another heartbreak? Stay tuned, because the excitement is just getting started. Something tells me the real fireworks have yet to explode. Part 2 is lurking just around the corner, and trust me, you're going to want to be there when it all goes down. Bear down, Chicago. Let me hear you, Bears fans. Get up, get loud, because right now, right this very moment, we stand on the brink of either euphoric redemption or crushing heartbreak. We've borne witness to the glory of the 1985 Super Bowl Shuffle, basked in the radiant brilliance of icons like Singletary and Urlacher, and yet, here we stand, hearts pounding, thrumming with the anxiety of all those near misses. 2010, 2018. How could we forget the double doink that shattered dreams and left a bitter taste lingering in our mouths like the stale beer at the bottom of a forgotten cup? But what if, just what if, this is the year everything changes? What if the ghosts of decisions past those stubborn front office choices that led to a carousel of mediocrity are finally put to rest? The chatter in the locker room trembles with possibility. They can feel it, hope dancing in the air like a fairy tale unspooling before our eyes. Yet doubt creeps in too, like that piercing wind rolling off Lake Michigan in December. It's palpable, rising with every snap, every drop pass. Can you feel it? The weight of these expectations is enough to crush steel. The rivals circle around us, licking their chops. You know the Packers are just waiting for the slip, hoping for a misstep to hurl back in our faces. The Vikings will be reveling in their own fleeting glory, taunting us with the distance between our rekindled spirit and their swaggering confidence. The Lions? They're hungry, a pack of wolves ready to devour our hopes if we show any sign of weakness. Picture it, the game clock ticking down to its final moments, and all eyes are on the new blood. The untested quarterback, his hands trembling. And yet, there's that flicker of something in his eyes. Resolve? Or is it oblivion waiting to happen? Now imagine if he nails that deep ball, slicing through the silence of a Stewley field, sending the masses into a frenzy. You can see Hester's ghost electrifying the return game with every stride, every leap. But what if it flounders? Another drive fizzles into thin air, echoes of 1985 hovering above us, the weight of history pressing down. This franchise once commanded respect. Now we cough it out like a sore throat on a cold January night, uncertainty flooding our very soul. I close my eyes and recall all the times our mighty Bears have roared back only to fall silent when it mattered most. It feels like an endless spiral of highs and lows, triumphs that ultimately turn to ash in our mouths. Are we built for moments like these, or are we just caught in a cruel cycle, doomed to relive history's mistakes? And as the clock ticks, can we conquer the demons that have haunted us? We've lived through the agony, the tears, the glorious hopes that have curdled into despair. And now all I can think is, will this year add another pitiful chapter to our already visceral legacy, or bring us a burst of hope wrapped in a tight gritted hug? Where do we go from here, Bears fans? Because come Sunday, we'll either assemble for triumph or fall apart in chaos. And I'm left wondering, can we take that leap of faith, or will we watch as yet another season slips through our fingers? Unfulfilled? Let's channel the spirits of our past. Let's rally together, because this could either be the turn of the tide or the final nail in our coffin. Are we ready to storm the battlefield once again, or are we destined to sink back into the shadows of our fears? The moment is now. Make your voices heard. Are we a team anchored in despair, or an army ready to reclaim our legacy? The tension is thick, but the journey is just beginning. Look to your heart, Bears fans. Could you endure another season of futility? Another chance to scream at the TV only for it to echo back the same empty promises? Only time will tell, just as the ticking clock steadily marches toward either glory or despair. The question hangs heavy in the air, like that last desperate kick in a tied game. Can we really trust this staff to guide us home, or will we all reach a point where this obsession with the Bears becomes a haunting memory of what might have been?